something that is of grave concern in our society.
It's a season and a reason for
I'm
everything.
saying I'm going above and beyond, so I'm not going to go above and beyond.
That's what we're talking about now. No.
You know right from wrong. You know how you felt. You caused that on someone.
Well, welcome back to Real Women, Real Issues. We are here with Donna Brock of Clark Atlanta University, who has been sharing with us an event that Clark Atlanta is hosting along with their wonderful sponsors, Verizon and Avon and WCLK radio station, a call to true beauty. And it's dealing with domestic violence for women between the ages of 16 and 24, and yes, men too. We haven't forgotten you. And so she's sharing with us how this came about and some of the events that they're going to have throughout the week, October 21st through 25th, through the 31st. So, Donna, okay, I think Josetta or Sherilyn one said that they had a question for you. She has two questions. She only gets two. Okay.
First question, will there be a specific program in high school initially after school?
We certainly hope so. In fact, I've had elementary conversations, preliminary conversations with a number of the people to whom we've reached out and who actually have reached back into us to talk specifically about what happens after October 31st. So we certainly invite partners to come on board. Again, City Council just declared us a community resource zone. We're not overwhelmed with incidences of dating and domestic violence, but we understand the importance of stopping it, of eradicating this crime. It's a crime.
Yeah.
And we want to stop it not only on our campus, not only in the Atlanta Center, University Center, but in the community.
Well, I happen to be a teacher at University Community Academy, so you know full well the impact of the University Community Center with our schools. And I certainly would love for us to develop some sort of partnership, because I'm working with middle school girls and there seems to be a breakdown in how they view themselves and how they respect themselves and how they demand respect from other male individuals, and they're embarking upon dating. Now dating is becoming more acceptable for younger girls. So because that partnership already exists between our school and the Clark Atlanta Center, I think that's a great place to start.
And I think it's so important that we begin at that age. This campaign specifically targets university women, but what we know is that in a study actually done out of New York, 73% of the young teen girls who were interviewed said they absolutely would tell someone if they were in a bad situation with dating and domestic violence. Only 33% of those girls actually did it. So you're absolutely right. It's very important, and it's important to curb that behavior so that we're not only curbing it at that level, but we're creating ambassadors and we're empowering young women to take the message
and
back
that's
out.
the important thing.
Right.
That is so important to empower them. But Josette had two questions, so I promise let her get in her other
Right, and I
question.
do have something else. It wasn't about it. It prompted that.
I understand.
But I do have something else.
We're trying to keep down the domestic violence on the set here.
I want to know if this is going to become an annual event.
We absolutely hope so. We want this to be an annual event. We really want to create a national model for dating, domestic violence, education, advocacy, and prevention. And more importantly, through our School of Social Work and our undergraduate Verizon Wireless Avon Scholars, we want to create a network of research so that from Clark Atlanta University, Indiana Atlanta University in Atlanta, what you have is a national center for best practices in eradicating this crime.
So if I have a nonprofit and would like to have, or build collaboration with you,
absolutely. Absolutely.
And we'll give you that information shortly on how they can contact you. But I want to make sure that Sherilyn gets in her point or whatever.
Really, I just wanted to extend a huge thank you for bringing this out. And the reason why it's really personal for me is because I do recall while in college, a very good friend of mine was involved in a dating situation, and he was very, very aggressive with her. And at that time, we would need to counsel her, but it was up to her to decide whether to listen. So there wasn't enough information about what the follow-up steps should be to that. If you tell your girlfriend, what he's doing is not right, you need to break up with him, don't date him anymore, you're an adult. Realistically, in college, you may choose to listen or not, but what other steps should the friends take?
And if you don't mind, because you've raised such an incredible issue. One of the things that we want to counsel women on is not only understanding the signs, but safety planning. What steps do you have in place should you find yourself in this situation? On the second day of the campaign, we also are having an information exchange. We're going to have information cards for students, and we've actually created a free giveaway program with the CAU bookstore so that the cards don't end up on the ground. We want you to keep them as a punch card, a stamp card throughout the campaign. But we have the pound hope number from Verizon Wireless, the National Domestic. So if you find yourself in a situation, you've got these numbers handy. You can call. No one wakes up in the morning and says, I think I would like to get hit today.
Sure.
Pound HOPE. Pound HOPE. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. And that's from Verizon Wireless. And if you happen to have a cell phone that you're going to discard, take it to a Verizon Wireless store. They will recycle it and provide that to a victim of dating or domestic violence so that they can have literally a way to communicate when they feel cut off from the world.
Oh, that is awesome.
Avon products also, the PSAs on their website, again, 2 forerunners in the campaign to prevent this crime.
So if someone wants to participate in this, how can they get in contact with you, or what's the procedure?
The entire schedule is at www.cau.edu, and we actually start off, I have to tell you, with a very interesting, instead of doing a memorial at the end of the campaign, we're having raising awareness for dating and domestic violence on Monday the 25th at 6 p.m. And we're going to invite the entire community to come out, write the name of a survivor or a victim that you may know on a balloon. We'll have a moment of silence, a testimony from one of our survivors that we're honoring this year, and then we're going to raise all of those balloons to raise awareness for dating and domestic violence. So I expect to see the 3 of you there.
Oh, we'll be there.
Oh, we will be
Monday the
there.
25th at 6. But the entire week-long schedule is at www.cau.edu, or you can call. Okay. I'm going to carry you. I'm going to carry you on my shoulder. And our sisters have to lift each other up. I'm going to lift you that way. The number to call for more information is 404-880-8337. Is this you? I feel so passionately about this campaign, I gave my number out. Okay, I'm going to get that to me. 404-880-8337, and I will call you back. I'm pretty much always there.
Oh, this is wonderful. Beautiful. Donna Brock, I want to thank you so much.
You have a new fan. I was just president of the Real Women Fan Club.
Well, we'd love to have you. I want to thank you for coming on and sharing that. And I hope that you, our viewers, have been listening and that you will participate, because this is just an awesome event, a call to true beauty.
Oh, Metro Atlanta.
Yes.
Yes, we want the entire community to come out that week. All of the events are free. So just come to Clark Atlanta University and help us stop this crime.
And remember, there's some early warning signs out there. Extreme jealousy. You know, if your friend, coworker, partner, or whatever you call them, girlfriend, boyfriend, if there's extreme jealousy, controlling behavior, always quick to want to be involved in everything that you're involved in, unpredictable mood swings, alcohol and drug use. Yeah, that explosive anger is really something. If they want to isolate you from friends and family, using force during an argument. I mean, there are just so many warning signs, you know, and don't ignore those warning signs. And, you know, we here at Real Women, Real Issues, we are always here to educate. That's our job. But we want you to act on it. We want you to not just hear what we're saying, but we want you to act on what we're saying. And if you know someone who's involved in a situation, again, now we have a new source. Pound Hope. So thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next week on Real Women, Real Issues. Thank you.
Check this out, check this out, check this out, check this out. I know y'all niggas ain't happy we made it, 'cause we still here, yeah, blazing on stages. Hey, tell them go on, hey, just tell them go on. But now we back in the